morning. We talk about living abroad. The team is Fernando, Mao, Orlando, and Sofia. First of all, I introduce some like what's the meaning of living abroad. Well, this is this is mean the impact you feel when you enter to a culture different from one to which you are accustomed. Some problems you have to face is when you live in abroad, of course, is the culture, the manners, the food, and the way that people is communicate with each other. Other thing that you need to consider is the idiom, because many people who travel or who live abroad don't consider the idiom, and it's something important.
Sorry. Okay. I'm going to talk about the nonverbal communication and unwritten rules. It's okay. No matter how well you are prepared, there are many things in a culture that you cannot find in books, like differences in nonverbal communication and unwritten rules. These things play a large part in the problems when you stay in a large culture. Well, there may be a special category of culture shock called culture fatigue, in which one is able to adapt via all the criteria although yet over an extended period of time suffers fatigue from the cumulative effect of having to negative large number of simulate tribal difference over a period of time.
So, well, these are some problems or examples of culture shock. For example, in India, rubber means eraser, but in United States, rubber usually refers to condoms. So imagine a guy saying that word in a classroom of a lot of people, American people, especially girls. Another problem can be the way of reading. That problem, for example, in Argentina, is a kiss on the cheek. For example, here in Mexico, is the same, a kiss on the cheek. Some people, but don't ever kiss an Indian because it's considered an sexual act. Also in India, sitting with legs crossed is considered a sign of disrespect to the others. Although the girls, in my opinion, looks so good in this position.
Well, I'm going to talk about the diet. I mean, when you travel abroad or something like that, you can't ask, for example, if you go to, I don't know, Africa for McDonald's or from Kentucky, because you are traveling to another culture, so you may try different foods, and they have different foods, so you have to, like, for example, search about their foods and what you are going to eat, because some people travel, but without intention of, I mean, for diet, they don't know what are they going to eat, and when you travel, this is an important thing you have to consider before traveling. And another thing is how to fight culture shock. There are 5 stages. The first one is the honeymoon stage. Do you know what means honeymoon? No, honeymoon is when you, for here, when you're married and you go to the honeymoon. Why I'm telling you that the first stage, because when you travel to, I don't know, to Europe, you see everything very cute, very beautiful. Oh my God, the bus or the hotel and all that stuff. But there is a second stage, the one that the disillusionment stage, because you see the reality of things and that culture, and you don't see everything yet like very beautiful or something like that. The third stage is understanding stage. The fourth is integration stage, is when you try to be like them in the culture. And the fifth one is the re-entry stage, when you return to your place or your culture. Well, you try not to feel sad, like homesick. You miss like a parents and your friends because you are traveling in another culture. And if you feel stressed, look for help.
Well, in conclusion, we give you some advice that you have to consider if you're going to live abroad, and that's it. We interview Oscar Campuzano. No, you have to present it.
Okay, your English is too bad. Sorry. Well, this is our video.
Everybody, we're here with Oscar Campuzano. We're going to interview him, and we're going to talk about cultural shock. Oscar Campuzano will live in the United States for around 5 years. So, what is this reverse or re-entry cultural shock?
Okay, reverse or re-entry cultural shock refers to the experience you have when you come back to your home country after having an international experience. That means that when you're abroad, you experience different things, you get around different people and cultures, and sort of get used to it. You sort of start living like them for a period of time. When you come back to your own country, you experience this reverse shock. You have to come back to your old practices or way of living, and sometimes that's shocking.
Okay. And have you ever experienced reverse culture shock?
I did after living in the United States for a while, and living, working, studying with people from many different cultures. I came back here, and it was hard for me to go back to the flexible time frame that we Mexicans like to manage. You know, we say we have to meet at 5 o'clock and it's really 5:15, 5:20. I had forgotten about that. When I lived in the States, it wasn't like that at all. So when I came back, and I had a little problem at readjusting to that.
And in your culture, is it polite to be straightforward and direct when you talk to someone? To whom is it okay and to whom is it not okay?
To be straightforward when you talk to someone, sometimes it's not considered very polite here. You have to, what we call, well, in English it's called to beat around the bushes. You have to say, hello, how are you? What's the weather like in your hometown before you go straight forward to the point and you talk.
In your culture, is it polite to be straightforward and direct when you talk to someone? To whom is it okay and to whom is it not okay?
Okay, to be straightforward in our Mexican, Latin American culture is not very polite. So people don't consider that very polite sometimes. You need to, what in English is called to beat around the bushes. It means you have to soften the environment, break the ice first, before going straightforward to the point. You have to ask what the weather is like, where you're at, or how's your family, you know, how are you feeling today, and then go to the point. Probably things are changing nowadays, and especially with young people. It'll be not as impolite to go straight forward to the point. But with old people, especially people who were brought up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, like myself, it's sometimes not as polite to go straight forward.
Well, the video is too long.
Thank you.